Good morning and welcome to vlog 29. It is Monday the 10th of March. My name's Steve and this is superBRICKS. We run a Bricklink and Brickowl Lego online reselling company, and we also operate Brickmetrics and East Midlands Lego Hire. So if this is your first vlog, welcome to the channel. This is just a quick overview of the Lego room, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. It's free and it would really help us out reaching our 1,000 subscribers goal. I'm hoping this week we can get to 700, but as it's Monday morning, let's just start with a recap and a quick look at the store. Now, last week we didn't upload a lot of stock. In fact, yesterday afternoon after I finished last week's vlog, I did manage to clear one of the really useful drawers off here. These three are now all empty and ready to be overflow alongside those two. So we did upload a couple of thousand parts yesterday afternoon, which, to be quite honest, really helped out in terms of the piece count. So where are we? We're currently sitting at 403,770 parts. I did have a feeling that we might have dropped below the 400,000 mark, but we didn't. It looks like, you know, sort of overall last week, high number of lots sold with some pretty good value. We had a really good sales week last week, smashing the target completely out of the water. It was really good. But the piece count was okay. So 403,000 items. That is actually up 1,000 on last week. So that's pretty good. The lot count is down though. The lot count is down by over 100. We're now sitting at 14,018. And like I say, down by 100. Bricklink, about 40 orders in the last week. Which we can see here. So we're now sitting at 9,257 orders, and the feedback rating is now 5,132, which is an increase of 16, so just under that 50% of orders mark. YouTube, like I just said, hoping to get to 700. We're currently sitting at 696, and that's up by 4 on last week, so that's pretty awesome. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, last week was a bit of a weird week because we spent so much time, paperwork and accounts and everything. I just didn't get much opportunity for uploading. And this week, well, it's going to be different, obviously, because I don't have to do the paperwork. But I feel like I've fallen a little bit behind with Brickmetrics. There's some really important stuff I want to do and get on the website, and I want to do a live update this week. So yeah, I've got to get that done. I think that's going to be my target this morning, to get a bit of work done on it, but we'll see. Now, the orders over the weekend, a little bit down, but still okay. On Brickowl, we've only got the 2 orders, about £18 in value. And on Bricklink, we've got the rest. What's that? 3, 6, 7 orders. As you can see, we've had an order with the exclamation mark. Now, what that means is the PayPal payment has not cleared. So you don't have the funds. The order is not paid. But for some reason within Bricklink, the order status gets marked as paid with that exclamation mark. Now, there's been a lot of debate over this over the last few weeks. A lot of sort of talk about them being fraudulent and things like that. But this status covers a lot of different things. There's e-check. There's simply that there wasn't enough funds in the account, maybe. I mean, who knows? Because it's coming from the buyer's end. When you look at the payment on PayPal, you get this option to upgrade to a business account. I don't think you need to do that. I think the first course of action is to contact the customer. I've not picked this order. I'm not going to pick it until it's actually cleared, if it clears. But once I've finished and done all the school run and everything, I've got a task of going through and looking at all my emails, etc. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact that customer and let them know that their payment hasn't yet gone through and therefore we've not dispatched the order, so that they know. Now, if it's fraudulent, you probably won't get a response. They won't care, they'll move on. In which case, you need to go through and cancel that order. But if they do respond, then you know it's something genuine, you know something's happened, and you've got a genuine person at the other end. So that's why, don't worry, just don't do anything, contact that customer. That's my first action point. Okay, but overall £71. So if we take off the £10 from that order, that's £60 plus the 18 from BRICKS. So we're sitting at £78 for the weekend, which is slightly down on where I want it to be. So the orders themselves, we've got this one here. This is for a base plate. Now, the thing I have to be careful about on this base plate is that it's actually light grey. I think the more recent versions of these are they're actually blue, which matches the blue sort of sea pattern on here. But yeah, this one's light grey. So I've got the other one as well, so I had to make sure I picked the right one. Then I've got an order here where I've sold quite a few of these 2B3 slopes with the printed parts on them. I think these were like an old sort of Formula One type racing cars. And there's a couple of different designs in there, but really nice to see, and some of the older printed slope bricks in there. I've got a selection of minifigure parts in this one, and we sold a set of instructions, Poe Dameron's sort of X-Wing, and that's going out as well. So nice bit of variety there actually. So they all need packing up and getting ready for the post office as we do the school run. Right, as per normal, let's get cracking. Good morning, it's Tuesday, and just the 5 orders from yesterday and last night. One order on BRICKS, which was this one for 22 lots, sorry, 7 lots, £22, I should say. And a couple of unusual pieces, those pearl gold rings, a couple of dogs, and some Harry Potter owls. So a nice order, that one. Over on Bricklink, we've just got the 4 orders, totaling about £22 or thereabouts, £21. Now the other order from yesterday that has the exclamation mark against the paid status, I've contacted the buyer, but as yet I've heard nothing. So this problem seems to be happening, I think, more and more frequently. It's been discussed in the Facebook groups, and it would seem that the appropriate course of action is to cancel the order and let the customer reorder, which is primarily what I want to do really, but I really need the customer to make contact so that we can get that arranged. So there you go, just the 5 orders to get packed up. If I can operate the zoom correctly, there we go. Now yesterday I did some other filming which I've got to complete over the course of the week, so that might make it into this week's vlog, but I'm not sure just yet. Just something a little bit different. But I also managed to spend a bit of time on Brickmetrics. So we released an update yesterday that added some new functionality to the site when it comes to doing the bulk price checking, which is a little bit easier on the API account. So gives a bit more control to all the individual users. And as a result of that, I managed to also spend a little bit of time looking at the top 250, and I got it to the point where I was able to test it with Jason, who's another Bricklink seller and one of my premium customers, and I spent a good couple of hours with him last night going through the top 250, which was really exciting because the data in there is so powerful. And I noticed someone has commented on last week's vlog, and you know, I think we are definitely going to have to limit this to a select number of stores in each sort of geographical region. It is really powerful, knowing, you know, what items do have the highest sell-through rates. But we had a good look at it, and we had a good look at the data and what it was providing, and looking at the individual items, and you know, working out some of the odd cases in there and how BrickMetrics can navigate itself around that. So it was really good. We had a really good session, so thank you, Jason, for that. I really do appreciate it. I've come away with a little bit more work to do, which is great, because it's all about getting the product absolutely spot on. I think we're close to at least a sort of phase 1 release of the top 250. So maybe next week that will be coming out. But I think the more people that are current customers that use it, the more sort of direct feedback I can get, hopefully, and then we'll make it even better. So all good, all positive. So really pleased with that. And what that also meant was no more uploading again, and my desk still looks a mess. I definite organised chaos, but that's just the way it goes, and I'm not gonna beat myself up over it. Everything I'm doing is contributing to the bigger picture. So if I do spend time on BrickMetrics, that's fine. You know, it's income at the end of the day, and you know, it all helps. So all good. I'm going to get on with the order packing, and then I've got another special job to do today. More coming soon. So, like I said, something different for this morning. This is set number 42131. This is the CAT D11 Bulldozer, and it's just been returned from a customer through East Midlands Lego Hire. Now, part of the service we offer is a reverse bagging option that is carried out by us, and so for the equivalent price of the 4-week hire, we will do the reverse bagging for you. It doesn't matter what the reason is. It could be a time constraint, it could be, you know, a daunting task, who knows, and it doesn't matter, but the customer's opted for us to do the reverse bagging. So that's going to be my task now, just before lunch. We'll get started on this. I don't think I'll get it finished. I think there's a good few hours work in here, but we'll make a start. And yeah, like I said, something different. So I've had to abort the breakdown of the CAT Bulldozer because I got this order in here, 51 lots, 682 items, but for a fantastic £81. So really happy with that. Because I've got an opportunity to go to the post office this afternoon, I thought it would be a good idea to get it picked, and here it is. It's all these tubs here, some really nice quantities in there, lots of new parts, plates, all sorts of stuff, but you know, I'm really grateful for that. And I think, just touching on something I mentioned a few weeks ago about getting notifications from Stripe, it really does give you a good feeling when you get you know, your phone or your watch pings to say, you know, you've got an order. I remember a long time ago the eBay notification that used to ring every time you got an order. I don't get many of those nowadays, but just a PayPal notification or a Stripe notification to say, you know, someone has spent money in your store really does give you a good feeling when you're a small business. So thank you very much if you are watching for the order. really do appreciate it. I'm going to get it packed up now, and we'll get it to the post office this afternoon. I think it's going out on a 48-hour service, so you should get that hopefully before the weekend. Thanks again. Good morning. It's now Wednesday, and I didn't have a lot more to report on yesterday. Unfortunately, I've started to feel poorly again, which my wife puts down to the number of hours I'm working, and yeah, she's probably right. So I'm not feeling 100% this morning, but the orders are all picked, and it's been another really good evening of sales, so I'm really pleased about it. If we have a quick look at Brick Owl, we've got the 2 orders in, 14 lots, one there for nearly £25, and that was a whole bunch of Harry Potter minifigures. So thank you very much for that order. And if we just can have a look at Bricklink, and I'll get the mouse out of the way, we've done another £56 worth of orders. And the great thing there is that one of the orders is from the customer whose payment had failed. I ended up cancelling the order yesterday because the pending order from PayPal disappeared, so there was no payment at all, but the customer has reordered, which is fantastic. So and the payment's gone through absolutely fine this time, so really good. And I've just spied somebody. Good morning, Charlie.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Good lad, Charlie. There you go. There's the message of the morning. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Fantastic. What have we got there at the back? We've got a set of instructions. Now they're going out into Europe, so they'll be packaged well, and the rest of the orders just sort of standard. I know you can't see much in these containers. Maybe a bit of Speed Champion stuff in there, who knows. This is the order with all the minifigures, so lots of Harry Potter, most of those coming from the Brick Arena stock, which is fantastic. Obviously something floral, but then we've got a minifigure in there as well. And this order was lots of Bionicle pieces. They do sell eventually Bionicle, but you normally get just sort of the odd large order in one go. So I'll get these packed up. I've still got to do the school run this morning, and I think when I get back, if I'm being honest, I'll probably get my head down and try and recover, because I need to be fit and well for family activities at the weekend, and I don't really want to be poorly for too long. But I think my body's telling me rest, which is a shame, because I've still got the cat to reverse bag, and I'm conscious about the fact that at the moment the uploading has almost ground to a halt. I did get an opportunity to have a quick look at one of the next storage boxes, these ones over here on the right hand side. The next one I did the first one last week, or was it the week before? Might have been the week before. And I was trying to get the second one done, but I didn't get very far. So that's kind of my priority. But if I'm poorly, I'm poorly, and that's it. So I'll get these packed up, and yeah, we'll crack on. Good morning, it's Friday, and no, you're not imagining things. You haven't missed Thursday. I didn't record any footage yesterday, simply for 2 reasons. One, it was very quiet. We only had a couple of orders, and secondly, as you can hear in my voice, I'm not 100%. But today there's a few more orders, so I thought I better just film a little bit at least for the vlog. So over on BRICKS, we've got 2 orders, just the 6 lots, but slightly better on BRICKLink. Here we go. We've got up to £68 on BRICKLink in just 17 lots. So really good, because it meant it was a really quick and easy pick. So here are the orders, all ready to be packed up. We've got an order here that needs combining and a refund doing on the shipping, which is no problem. Sort of general parts order. We've got a minifigure going here, superheroes minifigure. Another one here, I've forgotten which collection this is from, and the rest of it is just sort of parts orders. Excuse me. So yesterday I did manage to do a little bit more of the reverse bagging of the cat, but there's still quite a bit left to do on that. Now I've got a few other jobs that I need to get done this morning, but I'm thinking that the bed is calling, so sadly there won't be much Lego related activity going on today, but I suppose that's just the way it is. Right, I'll get these packed up now and off to the post office. Good morning, it's Saturday and it's a beautiful day. Still not quite 100%, but feeling a little bit better than I did yesterday, so that's all good. So the orders for last night, just the 7 on BRICKLink, no BRICKS orders at all, but we've got some really good value in here. We've got this train roof piece. What did that sell for? About £12, I think. So really good, light bluish grey, that one. So really pleased about that. And then we've got an order here for some Harry Potter minifigures. Some of these were from Brick Arena, and I think one of them was from a store purchase I made last year. And the rest of the orders are just sort of standard bricks and things. So we'll get these packed up and off to the post office. Total value was £53, so target reached, so that's good. Yesterday I managed to finish off the cat, that's all done. I can't really remember what else I did. Probably very little actually, I was trying to rest a little bit. Had a couple of queries through on BrickMetrics, so I've dealt with those. Sign-ups are going well. A few more people have signed up to premium, which is good. Like I said, I think we are going to limit the number of people who can access premium, but I think we have to reach that limit before we actually start to impose it. And of course, because it's global, we've got different premium customers in different areas, so it's not yet at a level where I'm too concerned about the impact, but it will get there hopefully. So I think for the rest of the day, because it's a nice day, we'll spend some time with the family. In fact, we've got more family activities tomorrow, so I probably won't get much done. I'll see if I get any spare time later on this afternoon, but we'll see. Right, let's get these packed up and off to the post office. Good morning, it's Sunday and finally the end of the week. This is just a set that came back yesterday from East Midlands Lego Hire, so I just need to get it checked and then a refund of the deposit. Now, although I said I was going to do sort of very little yesterday, I did end up doing a little bit of work on BrickMetrics, and this is the premium version, and I've managed to add some extra metrics. So there's a little drop down arrow, and now we can see a little sales graph and some extra information about the part. So it's a premium feature, and hopefully that'll be released next week when I finish off the coding for the top 250. So really exciting stuff. You probably can't tell in my voice because I'm still feeling a little bit run down, and I think that's probably important to note actually that, you know, I've spent the last sort of few weeks now putting in all sorts of hours, and I think it's finally had a toll on me, and I think I should listen to my body a bit more and maybe put some more time into sort of having some time out away from the store and away from coding and all the other bits that go along with everything. But hopefully in the next few days I'll start to feel a bit better and we can get back to some form of normality. So if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. There's lots more to come with BRICKS, and like I said, hopefully next week we'll be back to normal, and hopefully we can get some uploading done. I feel like I'm getting a little bit behind with the uploading at the moment, but there's still plenty to go at. So like I said, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all next week.